It's about time the digital me said hello, so welcome to brackets part 2. In part 1 we looked at factoring. We're going to be combining that with stuff we've done before, fractions, and moving things around to find the value of an unknown. So let's make a start. Okay, let's look at this unknown value. Why isn't that working? Why isn't that working? There it is. 2x minus 6. Now we were factorizing in the last video. Notice here we got 2 in there, so that is in fact 2 times x. Now I'm going to put a square bracket around it. That's that part there. There's the minus. Alright, now this part here we can have 2 times 3. So that is that. That minus is that minus, that is that. We have a 2 in there and a 2 in there, so we can take it out. Let's go back to the original bracket. Take the 2 outside. Everything inside now is multiplied by 2. 2 times x is 2x, which is that. There's the minus. 2 times something gives me that, so 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is that. We've now factorized it. This is going to show up in what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at fractions. Now in the same way, 1 over 2, we have something on the top and something on the bottom. We're going to be having, we will end up with 2x minus 6 on the top, and we will end up with x minus 3 underneath. So the size indicator would be that, the size indicator that, count would be that, the count would be that. Now I've shown you just now how we're going to be dealing with that part here. Don't panic. Alright. Here we go. The same way you can cancel out in fractions, we'll be cancelling out. This is a question I helped someone with, I think it was yesterday. Could have been the day before. Okay, there's your fraction. We have an unknown on the top, an unknown on the bottom. It's still a fraction, like your 1 over 2, minus another fraction, x minus 2 over x minus 3. Notice these two here, the bottoms are the same, equals x minus 3. This will work out. It can go into something called a quadratic, but I don't really want to go there. This will give us the single answer that's correct. Now what are we doing? Oh yes, they both have the same at the bottom here. The size indicator, denominator, is the same. So they share the same things, so we do that. There's your x minus 4, that one. There's the minus. This one here, x minus 2 equals x minus 3. Notice we've got 2 lots of x. What's that? No, sorry. Oh dear. Right, that's better. We've got 2 lots of x, right? So we can write that simply as 2x, because there's 2 of them. We don't write the multiply between. Now we got negative 4 or minus 4 minus 2, so the total we subtract is 6. There's that thing I showed you. Now we factorize the top. We end up with 2 on the outside of the bracket, x minus 3. So everything inside the bracket is multiplied by 2. 2 times x would give me the 2x. There's a minus. 2 times the 3 would give me the 6. So this is still the same value as above. Alright. Notice now, if I put a bracket around that, that is exactly the same as that. So they cancel out. That will give me, let me put a line down here, coming up to the top, that will give me 2. I'll include it. That is the same as multiplied by 1. Alright. Of course, because that's multiplied by 1, it's just 2. So we end up with 2 is equal to x minus 3. We want the x on its own, so we need to get rid of that. The action on that is subtract. So we reverse the process of that action. And what we do is we add to both sides. Do I do it just there? No, let's do it underneath. There's the 2 space equals x minus 3. Now I need to reverse that process there, and the reverse of that process is plus, same value. This becomes 0. So it disappears from the right hand side. But because I've put 3 on the right, I also have to put 3 on the left. Now you can see straight away that this becomes 3 plus 2 is 5. There's the equals, there's the x. That is 0, it's disappeared. The 3 is ended up on the other side. So we have x is equal to 5. There is your answer. There is another method, as I say, that gives you a quadratic. Quadratics give, well, it depends on the situation, can give 2 answers, but in that case only one of them will work. Right? So this works for this condition. There are some conditions where you would have to have the quadratic. What is a quadratic? Good question. Look, what's it? And it's shown up on the other screen. Hang on. I had a power cut, and that caused major problems. This is the second build. Let me reduce that there. What is a quadratic? So let's make one up, shall we? Let's go. Y is equal to x squared minus 4. And I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that's a quadratic. That's the curve of a quadratic. Not going there at the moment. So this is an example of factorization and simplification through cancellation, and we end up with an answer there. There's a lot to take in. It's higher than functional skills, but it certainly could be part of GCSE. Functional skills level 2 top mark is the equivalent of an old-fashioned C in GCSEs, which is what most people were targeting for. So yeah, it could show up. I doubt it. Alright, watch it a few times. You really must watch it. Get used to the idea of moving things around.